Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how do you know when you are ready to get voiceover work? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know that you've done everything you need to do in order to get work? Today, in this video, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to be quickly and concisely share with you, I think, how you should know or how you feel like you've done enough. Now, I'm going to point out, I'm going to give you a couple things here, but I will say, no matter what I say or anybody else says, until you get your first job, you'll always feel like you got to do more and you got to do more. And the reality is, until you get your first job, you know what I mean, you should continuously be working to add more, all right, to your business. But we're going to talk about that really quick. I'm very excited to announce that we are going to be doing a webinar on February 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern with none other than Mike Delgadio, the Booth Junkie, on building your own DIY demo with Reaper. You know, he's the Reaper guy, and he's going to be showing us how to do that in a webinar. There'll be a link below where you can sign up, get your tickets. So we only have a limited amount of tickets, and they went on sale a little earlier today, so we're already selling those. So grab your ticket. It's going to be really exciting. If you don't use Reaper, would it still be beneficial? I mean, for the price of the ticket, I think it would be beneficial, but I don't want to sell you on anything else saying that this is for Reaper, people with Reaper using that as their DAW. So, if you come, it's going to revolve around Reaper. So make sure that, I don't want you to get that mixed up. Okay. If you can't make it, yes, you'll be able to view the video up to 7 days after the webinar is over. So, it is worth purchasing and you will be able to view it for 7 days afterwards. Okay. So there'll be a ticket below or a link below to get your tickets. Super excited. I love working with Mike. And it's always an honor and a blast to do anything with him. So excited for that. So check that out. All right, so let's go. And it's funny because speaking of demos, right, DIY demos or demos in general, talking about that with this topic, how do you know if you're ready to do voiceover? I think that, or to get work, I mean, that's the first thing. The first thing is, have you created or do you have demos, at least one, a commercial demo that you've had some people listen to in some way or some form or fashion and say, hey, listen, this sounds good, or this sounds good enough to get work. Yes, it should be a coach, or it should be someone who has been around the industry for a long time that can identify whether it's good or not. Now, here's the thing. It can be challenging, though, because depending on who you go to, right, some people might say, well, that's not good enough. Or, you need to do way more, it needs to have music and it needs to be professionally done. You need to spend $3,000. Is all of that true or not true? No, that's good advice, but it's not a necessity to get started to get work. But you do need good sounding audio, a high quality audio product, and you do need a demo that at least shows off A, that you have a high quality audio, and B, that you can perform, you can act. All right. And C, you have at least an understanding of how we deliver different types of voiceovers, right, in different genres. So getting someone who can help you just to identify, hey, listen, that sounds good. I think you're ready for this, or, that audio is good enough. That is key. All right. Now, whether you, do it with like a VO's Journey Elite Academy or another coach or another group, that's fine. It doesn't matter, who, but don't rely on, people that you don't know, that don't have your interest at heart. You know what I mean? Your best interest at heart. And again, it's always hard to talk about too, because we have a wonderful VO's Journey Facebook group is incredible. Of course I'm biased, so I think it's one of the best groups out there. But it's very supportive, nurturing group. We keep it that way. We want it to be a great place for voice actors to get answers on all sorts of topics without feeling a worry that they're going to be chastised or anything. But when you put up your stuff in a group like a VO's Journey, right, you're going to get a wonderful amount of feedback. Sometimes, though, you just have to be aware that people, out of the kindness of their heart, they're giving you what they can. They're trying to help, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they've been trained, all right, to help other voice actors or to give the right course of action, or at least they've gone through enough, working with enough people and understand like what you're trying to accomplish to give you advice. You might get some advice that is not the best advice for you at that time. That's why I'm trying to say, focus on working, like I said, with a coach, with the academy, or any other place. There's other places out there, right? There's other places that you can also get advice from too, other than a VO's Journey Elite Academy. But, just work with someone who can say, hey, listen, I've been around for a long time. This is good enough to start. That's a big thing. Second thing is you need to have your space, your equipment, everything dialed in. Clearly the first one we talked about should be evident that if you can produce high quality audio, right, that you have your spaces treated, you have equipment that's working, your DAW, you can edit effectively, meaning that you can produce a high quality piece of audio and that you can do it in a manner in which it's not going to take you 5 days to do a 30-second spot. That is super important, okay? The third thing is I'm a big advocate for know thyself, know what you're capable of in that moment. So when I first started, my schedule was crazy, meaning like I didn't start doing voiceover work. I couldn't work on my voiceover business until like 10 p.m. at night, and I'd work till about 2 or 3 in the morning. So I quickly learned that a lot of the commercial work, a lot of the stuff that comes during the day, it just was not possible for me. So I gravitated to longer form type narration that could be done over longer periods of time, like audiobooks, right? E-learning, that kind of stuff. So, know where you are and what you're capable of, you know what I'm saying, to get started. And that way it will also help you find the places that you can get work that's not going to like stress you out, and cause all kinds of anxiety. So that's another good thing to do. And lastly, I'm a big advocate for a support group. Knowing that you've got a support group, whether it's a Facebook group, whether it's the academy, whether it's one of these other places out there, get a support group of people that can help you and answer questions for you as you go along, right? That are on the same journey as you. And I always like to say, you become who you hang around. So if you start hanging around a lot of successful people or a lot of successful voice actors, and hanging around online, in groups and stuff too, they're going to drag you along with them. All right. It's the truth. It's the way life is. Okay. So utilizing these ideas, okay, I think that would put me in a position to say, yes, you're ready to get voiceover work. All right. You're ready to get voiceover work. Please don't confuse you're ready to get voiceover work with you've done all you need to do to grow, right? Because we'll never stop growing. You need to get coaching for your voice acting skills. You need to get to help you become better at creating demos and samples and mixing audio and editing, etc. And you need to continuously work on upgrading your equipment when you're able, right? All of these things are continuous. They never stop. So I hope that this has kind of helped lay out some things for you to know if you're ready to move forward with getting a voiceover job, or it's time that you should be getting a voiceover job. So, in the end, whatever you do, I'm going to kind of go back to what I said in the very beginning of this. No matter what I said here, and no matter how many people you talk to, until you get that first job, you're always going to wonder in your brain. And I'm going to give you a little secret. I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. Even after your first job, your second job, your third job, you're still going to wonder, am I a fluke? Was this a mistake? Do people really like me? Am I really okay? Like, you're going to ask this for a while, and you've got to just keep going forward. That's why being in a community that's supportive is very helpful. because then you don't have to be alone and wondering in this whole process. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped. Please remember, check out this incredible opportunity with Mike Delgadio with building your own demos, your own DIY demos in Reaper. Very excited. The link will be below for you to grab a ticket. And also, if you want to check out a VO's Journey Elite Academy, we'd love to have you. That link below, that'll be a link below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. You have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.